Hey everybody, sorry I'm a minute late here. I'm having some technical problems. For some reason my keyboard quit working. Not sure what's going on with that. Keyboard quit working. So everybody, I've had a crazy week and a lot going on, and I'm trying to catch up with everything. I want you all to know that a good thing happened today and a bad thing happened today. So I'm going to tell you the good thing first. The good thing that happened today is I was able to sit down and write the entire Peter devotional. So the Lenten Devotional is written. Woohoo! Actually, that was yesterday. I was able to write the whole thing in one day, and trying to get my head around that. It is going to be an awesome study, not because I wrote it, but just because Peter is such a fantastic character. And I've never really done much with him because his story is kind of all over the place in the gospel. So I really, really had fun writing this devotional. We're going to be looking at our friend Peter. We're only going to be looking at him from the Gospel of Luke. So we're just going to trace his story through that particular gospel. So that's what we're going to be doing, and I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to start having fun with that. So that's the good thing that happened. Bad thing that happened is because I spent so much time working on that, and I've got 2 funerals this week, and a lot of other things going on in ministries and stuff around town. I did not get tonight's chapters read. So so here's what we're going to do. Since I am showing up and I'm bearing my soul to you, saying I'm entirely unprepared, I'm going to open the mic up tonight. Tonight's going to be Stump the Pastor night, and I don't know, maybe I'll come up with some prizes or something. But we're just going to have an open discussion for a little bit here tonight because there's a lot going on in the world and some things I'd like to comment about, and we're just going to have just a time of some conversation. So I hope that's okay with everybody. Please don't log out. I'll try to keep it interesting, but I just would like to have a chance to have a little bit of a conversation with you all, and just see how you all are doing. And I definitely want to talk about the Peter devotional. I want to talk about next week, because next week's going to be a little crazy because next Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. And we're going to do some special things with that next week. So I want to have some talk about that as well. So, all right. But you know what we always start out with? We start out with shout outs. So everybody get your question ready. Go get your Bible. All right, we're going to do this until 20 after. Go get your Bible. Look up a question. Put it in the live chat. And if you manage to stump me with a Bible question, and it can't be, spell Mephistopheles or something. You can't give me that. No spelling questions. And what does Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7 say? Because I don't know. You can't give me that. But if you're going to ask me legitimate Bible questions, and see if you can stump me. See if the pastor knows his Bible trivia. So Parker was throwing some stuff out tonight at youth group, and I was wasting kids left and right. It was fantastic. So I feel like I'm kind of on a roll with that. So if you want to give me a Bible trivia question, I'm going to tell you we're going to do that for 20 minutes, and then we're going to move on to something else. But this is your chance. I'm going to do shout outs. You guys be putting those questions in the chat. Go look something up and ask me something weird and see if I can get it right. So, all right, so that's what we're starting with. Amy Hogshead, who got her teeth out. Thank you for the phone call, Amy. I'm sorry I was on the phone when you called earlier, and appreciate you letting me know, and glad everything's going well, and hope you enjoy. I see you had some orange sherbet, so I hope you enjoyed that. Matt Clements, thanks for coming out, buddy. Good to hear from you. I always know Matt, whenever you give him the open mic questions, Matt Clements always comes up with something crazy, so we'll see what he's got. Eric Gurman, is it spring yet? Yeah. I turned my phone off. Has anybody looked at the long-range forecast? I mean, next 10 days, we're not even making it back to freezing. That's really awful. So yeah, that's just incredibly fun. So next 10 days below freezing. So I agree with Eric. Spring can't get here quick enough. Hi, Mike and Tina. Glad to see you out here tonight. And Martian Joe, good to see you. Hey, Daryl Louth, thanks for coming out, buddy. Sorry, I had to sneeze because I'm the ultimate professional. Dave and Amy Jessen, thanks for coming out. Hey, Brenda. Thank you for sending me your address today. Tomorrow, I hope to get your devotional in the mail. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Amy Hogg said, if anyone wants a recommendation, please check out our Amy, our Dr. Knowles. He is in Lima, Ohio. Shout out to Dr. Knowles, I guess. Val McAllister, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for sharing Sean with us tonight. Cheryl Miller, glad that you're here. I hope you're having a good evening, and I hope Jack has got a big old bowl of ice cream while he's here listening to us. Teresa Bitters, hi. Continue prayers for less pain and healing, Amy, and also for you, Teresa. How's that knee going? And hugs for Brenda Miller. Everybody loves to hug Brenda. That works out well. And see, because Brenda hugs back. Look at us go. And Brenda, you're welcome for the devotional, and I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I enjoyed putting it together. Thanks, Eric. Time to get together, no matter the venue. He's great, Tim. Well, here we are. So, Crystal and Bill. Crystal, if you have an update on Gracie, if there's anything more to know, many of you saw that go out on the prayer chain. Crystal, please let us know. That situation concerns me a little bit. I want to know what's going on. So Crystal and Bill, glad you're here. Let's see. Val McAllister. Yeah, I have to go to Fort Wayne Saturday. Lorelei is going to freeze. Yes, Saturday is going to be terrible. One of the funerals I have on Saturday, and I'm relatively confident we're not even going to be able to do the graveside because the backhoe is not going to be able to dig the grave. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Hey, Skylar, glad you're here. Appreciate you coming out, and hope you're doing well. Guys, there's no questions here. Nobody's asking me nothing. You guys be that way. And thank you, Teresa. And knee healing well. Get zip ties out tomorrow. Very good. Brenda Miller. Not really a trivia question, just some guidance. Tim, what do you think is the best book of the Bible to start with my boys? You guys are getting some good questions. Thank you, Tina and Mike. I'll definitely get to that one too. Well, I want to say before I answer your question, Brenda, which I am going to answer, I'm not picking this. I would have told you this regardless of what was going on. But honestly, the best book of the Bible to start reading the Bible is the book of Luke. Read the book of Luke, then read the book of Acts, because those two books were written by the same person, written to the same person. So it's one cohesive testimony. So you get the birth of Jesus in Luke. You get the miracles. You get Jesus as the great. You get Jesus as the great physician. It's a great story. A lot of miracles. A lot of parables. You get a good overview of Jesus' life. A great scene. It's the only scene during the crucifixion when Jesus speaks to the other thief on the cross. Luke is the only one that records that. So some great things in the book of Acts. There's nothing else like it in the Bible. It gives you a full picture of Jesus into the early church. So my recommendation would be the Gospel of Luke. I'm not just saying that because we're about to have a devotion on it and a Bible study on it. I would have said that anyway. So Luke and Acts are great books to start with, Brenda, and that's exactly where I would start. Read a chapter a day. You can get through it in 2 months. And, really let it resonate with you. The story of the lost sheep, the story of the prodigal son, all those are unique to Luke. So, actually, the lost sheep isn't, but the prodigal son is unique only to Luke. So, so very good. Let's see here. Not really a question to stump you. What story inspires you most in the Bible? I've said this on here many times. So again, this is not going to be a shock to any of you. Nehemiah, I love the story. I mean, I love me some Jesus. I mean, clearly, but I love the story of Nehemiah. He's the guy who was like, well, I would come out and talk to you and hear you guys bellyache and whine, but I'm busy doing God's work and I don't have time to deal with you. I mean, Nehemiah is great. So I love that. Ezra and Nehemiah are two books of the Bible that go together. Ezra was the priest. Nehemiah was the governor, and absolutely great stories. But I love the story of Nehemiah. I would preach on something from Nehemiah every week if I thought I could get away with it. I have to make myself not preach on it because I'd be like, "Hey, everybody, we're having a new sermon series. We're doing Nehemiah again." I mean, I love the story of Nehemiah. The first, the last third of the book is all genealogies and a bunch of rules and stuff, so it's not very cool. But the first part of Nehemiah up through about the 2/3 point doesn't get any better. I just think it's a great story. Well, he's a great man who persevered through a lot of adversity. And all he was doing was building the wall. He was trying to make God's city, Jerusalem, be a real place. And what a great story. So Nehemiah is he's my go-to character. So Val, this one's something you were probably not you. Let me skip down. Which gospel was written by a doctor? That would be our friend, the dear Dr. Luke, the great physician. Yes, dear Dr. Luke wrote Luke, and he was a physician mentioned in Paul's letters. So he is thought to have been a physician. So, all right. Did you know the Super Bowl streaker had Revelation 2:10 tattooed on his chest? And how much did he win? There was a Super Bowl streaker. I did not watch the game, so I did not know that. Somebody get on there and write what Revelation 2:10 is. I don't know what it is. And now because a naked guy had it written on his chest, I'm now curious. So somebody look that up, put that in the chat. I would like to know. You're welcome, Brenda. Hey, Suze, glad you made it. Hang on, Eric. I'll get to your question. Matt Clements, yes. $374,000. He won that by streaking at the Super Bowl. Matt, I'm sorry, I'm not following your story, buddy. He won $374,000 to streak at the Super Bowl. He was clearly overpaid. I don't even know what happened, but I know he was overpaid. So Paul was shipwrecked on what island? Eric, I believe that's the island of Malta. Malta. Let me know if I'm correct about that. I believe it was the island of Malta. Let's see. There are a few references in the Bible. Oh, Matt, he won it on a bet. I hope he enjoys his prison time with his money. There are a few references in the Bible referring to the bright morning star. One place points, it could be a reference to Satan, the other to Jesus. Could it be different meaning, but the same wording? Let's see, the bright morning star, I'm assuming you're referring to Revelation, where they talk about the bright morning star. I don't know. Sometimes the symbolism in the Bible can get to be a little ambiguous, I guess, because it's symbolism. I mean, that's kind of the nature of symbolism. But it's it could be a matter of interpretation, and some of the symbols leave themselves open to be interpreted. So one way they could be interpreted as Satan, and the other as Jesus. Again, it would depend on the context. And I have to think a minute about those references because I don't know them off the top of my head. Correct. Thank you, Eric Gurman. Yes, I thought it was Malta. Along with Brenda's question, I've always wanted to read the Bible, but find reading from start to finish to be confusing. Do you have a Bible chapter? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Skylar. I personally own what's called the Through the Bible in a Year. It's an actual Bible. I turned my phone off. I probably have a picture of it. You can let me see if my mouse will decide to work here. It doesn't, because why would my mouse work? Because that would just make life so easy. Oh, now it's working. Hang on. Yeah, Skylar, I can get you a great Bible because I find the same thing. See, the problem with the Bible is the books are not necessarily put together in chronological order, which you'll be reading like in Kings, and then you're going to skip to Chronicles. That's the same time period, but they're spaced apart. So if you read them straight through as they're in the Bible, you're going to be retreading a lot of space. Well, this Bible I have is called the Through the Bible in a Year. Takes all those passages and puts them together. So, obviously we just started a new year, a couple weeks ago. And so I read through Genesis. Well, the next book that they have Through the Bible in the Year is Job. So from Genesis to Job, and it kind of skips around a little bit. Let me see if I can get this. Of course, I can't find it. Hang on, I'm still looking. Oh, here it is. Okay, if any of you want to know, this is a new addition to the one that I have. Oh, are you serious right now? I got to circle back. That's right, Matt. Matt Dyer, the answer to that is Jesus wept. Okay, we're going to do it this way. Skylar, that chat that I just put in there is copy and paste that into an eBay search, and that will come up. That's the Bible I use that will get you over that problem. Sorry, that took me a minute. You put that in the eBay search thing, and that will come up. The Bible has a red cover, and it says the 1 Year Bible, and that's the New Living Translation because that's what I happen to like. But I read that every day, and I have every day for, oh my heavens, 15 or 20 years, and that cycles me through. So put that in there. The chronological Bible is easy to read Bible in a year, and it's in chronological order. Yeah, sure, Jack, that's exactly right, and that's what that Bible is. That's what I use because it is. You guys can all get on and argue with it. I see that this copy here is a buy it now copy for $4. It was a lot more money when I bought it 20 years ago, but you guys can get on there and look at that, or just do a search for it. But that's the one that I personally use for my own personal reading, and I've had to duct tape the cover back on, and some of the pages are all dog-eared, and I've spilled stuff on it and whatever else. I mean, that Bible, they say a worn out Bible is a sign of a solid Christian. Well, I have a worn out Bible at my house, and I spend a lot of time with it every day. Let's see here. Yeah. Let me come back here. All right. All right. Amy says hi to Susan. Hey, Cindy, glad you're here. Glad to have you listening. We're just talking it up. If you got a question, throw it out there. Yep, Brenda, Bible start to finish. That's take a search for that. It will be the thing to look at. Tim, is the book easy to follow? Does it help break down scripture? There's no commentary in it. It's just the Bible. That's it. There's no commentary or anything else. If you want a Bible with commentary, all right, going back to eBay. Hang on, I'm getting to it right here. If you want a good Bible that will give you, good stuff that you can and read and learn, this is the Bible you want to use. Go to eBay and search for this. So go to eBay, that link I just put up there. copy that, put it in eBay. That Bible that comes up, that one will be one that if you want a commentary, one that will kind of step you through what you're reading and that kind of stuff. That Bible's great for that. So that's again, I have that. In fact, I have that Bible right here. It's this Bible right here. And that one I put up there, you can grab that one for $12. So there's a bunch of those on here. So that's the one. Again, that's the study Bible I use. And it's a second edition. I think that one there is a first edition, but it's all good there. All right. Yeah. Brenda, you're welcome. Dave and Amy, who was the young man in a linen garment that fled when Jesus was arrested? That would be Mark, the guy who wrote the Gospel of Mark. Yep, because he was there, and legend holds that was the author of the Gospel of Mark. So, you guys are putting out some good questions here tonight. This is a good discussion. All right, who else has got? Excuse me. Who else here has got something? Now I get the hiccups because I'm just an amazing professional here. All right, if you guys put your questions in here, I'm going to step out for just a second and grab something, and we're going to talk about. So everybody, just hold up a second. All right. Thank you, Brenda. I'm glad you're enjoying the discussion. Why would someone want to smash babies? Because they are very, very angry. I mean, I can't think of any other possible reason why you would ever want to do something like that. So here's what I got. Everybody see what I got here? First of all, I want to ask a question. If any of you old school Wayne Streeters who are here could tell me what these are, I have a whole bag of these. They were found in a closet we were cleaning out, and I don't know what they are. I mean, they're a chalice. I understand that, and I'm assuming at some point they were decorative. What I plan to do next week for the Ash Wednesday service, which will be at 7:00 next Wednesday, is we're going to have the imposition of the ashes on the forehead and all that stuff. I want you all, and that's kind of what we'll talk a little bit about here tonight, is to pick a Lenten discipline. Okay, we're going to come back and talk about that. Bright morning star, Jesus, Revelation 22:16, Isaiah 14 mentions possible as day star, sun, dawn. Okay. Yeah, I don't know those off the top of my head, but I'm assuming they could be Jesus, could be Satan, could be God. I'm not sure. Whatever the reference is getting to. So Joe wants to know which book of the Bible makes a reference to baseball. Baseball. You may have me on that one, Joe. I'm not sure which book of the Bible. I know this is a turn of a phrase. I'm trying to think what it would be. Yeah, this is a challenge. It's a community cup, Cindy. You're right. I'm just trying to figure out if anybody knows what they are, because I'm planning to give a whole bunch of them away at Ash Wednesday. That's what the naked guy had on his chest. Matt Clemens, don't be afraid of what you're about to suffer. The devil will throw some of you to prison, test you. Suffer for 10 days. I'm sure he's going to suffer for longer than 10 days for streaking at the Super Bowl. That is very interesting. All right, giving out for us to remember Lent and Last Supper. Well, that's what we're going to use them for. We're not going to use them at the Last Supper, though. We're going to use them at Ash Wednesday. So these are going to be a reminder of your Lenten disciplines. And I hope all of you are going to make the effort to be a part of choosing some Lenten disciplines and having some time to get together, because in the big inning, I should have known. Ha, Joe, you got one over on me. Yep, because there's always a big inning, especially the first one. Yeah. I think that's what they're for. Can't remember for sure. All right, Tom and Mars, thank you. So I'm planning to give these out at Ash Wednesday. And what I want these to do is I want them to remind you of your Lenten disciplines. Whatever you've decided to observe for Lent, whatever discipline. And remember, everybody always thinks, well, Lenten discipline, I'm giving up chocolate. I'm going to do something restrictive. I'm going to do something restrictive here. Move that out of the way. Going to do something restrictive so that I can have this kind of experience of giving something up, and that's fine. I'm going to have a list of things that I'm giving up as well. But I also want you to think about doing some things that are proactive, meaning not only am I not going to do things, but I also want you to decide some things that you are going to do. I'm going to read my Bible more. I'm going to pray more. I'm going to worship more. I'm going to listen to worship music and instead of whatever. It's again, make it your own. But whatever you choose, or whatever items you choose to either observe, to do, or not do, I'm going to offer everybody one of these to take home from Ash Wednesday. So you can put it somewhere, and it can be a reminder. I throw this one down. It can be a reminder to you of what it is you have committed to do. Because, if you think about life, what you're doing, things mean a lot more to you if you have a lot more invested in them. So Easter will be a much greater celebration if you'll take the time to do the preparation, to observe the Lenten disciplines, to have them as a part of what's going on. I think it's a great way to prepare. It's also kind of like, for my word, it's like anything in life. It's like Sunday morning. It's like going to work. It's like, if you're going to go out and exercise, if you're going to go out and be a part of any kind of event, preparation always makes it better. So if you're going to spend the 40 days of Lent preparing for the celebration of Easter, that's going to be a great thing to help you be able to make the Easter celebration that much more awesome. So the people who went to the Holy Land brought the communion cups back for the church to have. That's what I thought these looked like. It looks like olive wood. I mean, I have to admit that's what I thought these were when I was looking at them. So yeah, that's what we wanted. Because I suspect, I didn't want to assume that, but I suspected that's what it was based on the way this wood looks. That they could possibly have come from the Holy Land. So yeah, so we'll be giving those out for people to take after they receive the mark on their forehead for Ash Wednesday, as a reminder of the Lenten disciplines and the preparation that they are committing to make for Easter. And what you'll find is, again, you get a lot more out of it if you put a lot more into it. That's just kind of how things work. And so next Wednesday, and guys, please keep your questions coming. I got a half an hour to fill here, so please ask me something. Next Wednesday, my thought is, and you guys can chime in and let me know what you think of this, is Ash Wednesday service will both be live if you want to come here, And it will also be online, much like our Sunday morning services are. So for those of you who are, unable to be here for whatever reason, can log in and be a part of the service, that will be just fine. And so anybody who wants to be there, Ash Wednesday service starts at 7:00. Good question, Cindy. It's going to be at 7:00 next Wednesday. And, we'll probably run, it probably won't run a full hour, maybe 45 minutes or so. And my thought is that, I just now thought of this. Here's what I'm going to do. Next Wednesday, our live stream will actually be from the sanctuary. So any of you who are coming to the service, if you're worried about getting home in time and would like to, do Wednesday night live, if you want to hang around, I'll be in the sanctuary. Again, you don't have to. You can go get online or not come at all, whatever you want to do. But I want to do an introduction to the Lenten Devotional. And I think that's what I'll do during the live stream next week, is just take a little time to answer some questions and make sure everybody's got the book and do that. My plan is tomorrow to email out the book. It's going to go out as a link to our website where you can download it. And so if you want a copy of the book, a digital copy, you can get that from our website. Hopefully tomorrow. We're doing some of the final proofing on it to make sure it looks like an adult wrote it. And hopefully that will be done tomorrow. I will post a PDF on our website you can download. So if you want to get on and look, a link will go out, with that in it. So any of you who signed up for a digital copy, I'm going to try to email that link to all of you. If I don't have email addresses for you, you just go to the website and you'll see it there. The other part of that is if you signed up for a printed copy, I have a number of printed copies for folks I know I won't see in the next week. Like Brenda, I know you're one of them. Teresa, you're probably one. Kate, Aunt Kate, I know you're one who are here. I'm going to put some of those in the mail for people I expect to see at some point. I'm not going to put those in the mail. I hope to just give them to you and save me a few cents. But so that's the way we're going to proceed. We had quite a few people sign up for books. I hope to have a nice turnout here for Wednesday nights, because Peter is going to lead to a lot of interesting discussions, and I really am looking forward to being a part of that conversation along with you. So, because I think Peter he's such a great character. He just is. He's a lot of fun, and he is a just a great guy to take a look at, because he is so much like us. He's the character in the story that everybody can go, yeah, I can see myself doing that, or I can see myself being that way. Peter's that guy, and he's just a great character, and I really had a lot of fun putting this study together. So Marcia says, yes, that is the purpose. Marcia, you talking about these? That's the purpose of these, is the Lenten devotional thing, or the Lenten disciplines. Marcia, is that what you're talking about? Matt Clements, who did Cain marry? Matt Clements must be in the Saturday morning men's group where this question comes up often. Who did Cain marry? He married his wife. I feel like that's a pretty straightforward answer. To those of you who don't know who Cain is the son of Adam and Eve. He was the one who killed his brother Abel and got banished for that. Banished to where? I have no idea. And so he's out there wandering around, and the guy gets married and has kids. Where did he find a wife? I have no idea. God, I guess my answer to that is Genesis chapter 1 tells us that God created men and women out of the dust of the earth. He said Adam and Eve were first. He did not say they were the only ones that he raised up. So then maybe he raised up, clearly he did raise up a wife for Cain. So when God made Adam, he refers to us and ourselves. Was he with Jesus? Well, there's two answers to that question. Those answers are yes and no. The reason for the plural pronouns when God refers to himself in Genesis chapter 1 is because, yes, you could make the argument Jesus was there, and I'm perfectly happy and agree with that. But the reason those pronouns exist in the plural form in Genesis is it's royalty. The royalty always refers to themselves in the plural pronoun. and that's what's going on there. God is king, therefore he's using the plural pronouns in that early writings. That's how he refers to himself. So the plural pronouns are because of the kingly status of God, which again I have no problem with. So, okay, Marcia, yes for communion and take some home. So we won't have communion at Ash Wednesday. We will have the ashes on the forehead, and then people who are there, if they want to grab one of these, and these things are kind of cute actually, can take one home and have that be a reminder of Christ's blood that was shed for us. We get that in communion, and we get the chance then to be reminded of the Lenten disciplines that we have committed to. Which I hope you'll take that seriously. You got a week to think about it, and you can you've got Fat Tuesday coming up next week, and we all have the potski. Am I saying that right? The roll everybody eats is it potski? I probably saying that wrong, but that special donut everybody eats on Fat Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday. You go have yourself one of them and think it over. So, all right. How about this? For those of you, I would actually like a little feedback on this. Amy Hogshead actually asked me a question about this just a minute ago, and I'm going to bring it back up. Have you enjoyed the current sermon series? I've gotten a lot of mixed reviews to it. We're doing that sermon series on scriptures we don't read in church. I've read some pretty weird stuff and wait till Sunday, or I got a doozy for Sunday. But have you enjoyed the kind of off the wall nature of that? I wanted something a little different. I wanted something fun, and of course I did read 2 scriptures about child sacrifice and one about bashing babies against rocks. I guess fun is relative. But I'd like a little feedback from you. Again, not to boast my own ego. I just want to make sure that sermons are connecting with people, because there've been some really bizarre stuff. We did the Mark of the Beast one week, and I've got a really I got a doozy for Sunday. I've really set myself up good for this one. But just like to know if you're connecting with those at all, and if you're enjoying those in any way. I just like to get a little feedback from you. Why was there gold in the garden? Why was there gold in the garden? I don't know, Matt. Why was there gold in the garden? I think you got a typo in there, buddy. Try that again so I can understand you. I'm not sure what you're trying to ask me here. And why was there gold in the golden cars? Are you talking the golden calf? Why was there gold in the golden calf? I'm not sure. Enjoy the sermon series because I learned new things that are in the Bible. Thank you, Dave and Amy. I appreciate that. I mean, yeah. I'm sure there's a couple of those stories you read and you're like, whoa, I didn't know that was in there. Because again, we don't read them in church very often. But you read it through the Bible in the year and you do read that stuff. So there's my plug for that. And Crystal says, interesting, always good to hear new ideas. Thank you, Crystal. And just glad to have you guys participating along. And we're going to read a section on Sunday that I don't know that I ever in my life dreamed I would read in church. And it's just interesting. No, thank you, Teresa. Yes, per Joe and Marcia. Good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it too. So all the way from Florida. Man, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out here. But the Beetle has been sitting in the parking lot since about 11:30 this morning, and has been there all this time. And I'm sure he ain't gonna want to start when I go out there. So I hope I eventually make it home tonight. I actually have a broom in my car because I knew my Beetle was gonna get covered, so I could sweep all the stupid snow off of him. So you guys just enjoy your time there in Florida, because I'm real happy for you, and glad that's working out. So. Let's see here. Yes, very interesting. I like your connections. Thank you, Eric. Oh, well, Cindy, I'm glad to have you logged in. So, Matt Clemens, Genesis 2:10 talks about gold and ore, why they didn't need. Okay, all right. Now I got you. You're talking about why were they present? Why are they present at all? And again, Adam and Eve had no concept of gold and ore and stuff, because you're right, money was nothing, and that's something that they would not have had an appreciation or a concept of, because money didn't exist. So why was it there? Because it's a naturally occurring thing, just like trees and grass and other rocks and minerals and things. Gold is just another one. We humans are the one that say gold is the most valuable thing. To the earth, it's all the same, just rocks. And that reminds me of a story I heard. I think my dad may have told it to me. I think about a guy who was really rich, and he was worried about his money. So when he died, he had all his money melted into one gold brick, and he had it chained to his ankle. And when he got to heaven, and he walked through heaven, and he was dragging this gold chain to his ankle, and St. Peter said, "What'd you bring a chunk of pavement for?" It's a bad joke, but that's what it is. We're the ones that make it valuable. Why did we choose gold and not something else? Quartz or iron pyrite or tree bark. Why did we pick gold? I have no idea, but we did, and that's where it is. And so that's why it was there, because it's just a naturally occurring substance. We are the ones that assigned it the great value. Adam and Eve would have tripped over it and walked on. It would have meant nothing to them. So, okay. Cindy, glad you're enjoying tonight. Brenda, enjoyed both the last two sermons. Yeah, you've heard a couple of bizarre ones. Wait till the one this week. So, whose body was thrown out of the window only for a corpse to be eaten by stray dogs? That would be Jezebel. Brenda, I'm enjoying tonight too. Isn't it amazing, Tim? You didn't have time to read the last chapter and open up to this. God is good all the time, Brenda. You know it. Brenda, you can log into the church site. Yeah, all the past sermons are there on our church YouTube page if you'd be interested for whatever reason. Which missionary was described as having known the Holy Scriptures at an early age? Now, is this Eric? Is this a biblical era missionary or somebody since then? Because the only missionary we know of in the Bible would be Paul, and Paul probably did know the Scriptures at an early age. At least the Old Testament Scriptures, he knew them back and forth. If you're thinking since the Bible, are you talking like St. Francis or I don't know, one of the early popes? I'm curious as to what area you're looking for, Eric. Help me out there. Adam and Eve had no concept of good or evil until they ate the fruit. I feel they were set up. They were set up, but you got to ask yourself, who were they set up by? Adam and Eve would have had no reason to bother that tree at all. The only reason they had a reason was because Satan tempted to the reason. And that's where I don't know that they were necessarily set up. I think that the serpent, I think that Satan took advantage of a situation and obviously manipulated the crap out of it, no doubt about that. But he manipulated it to be what it was. Why didn't God put a fence around it or electric shock something or other? I don't know. But I don't know they were set up. I think they were given freedom to choose. And I think the devil took that right away from them. Because up until the serpent showed up, they were like, well, whatever. There's plenty here to eat. We're all good. But Satan was one who threw the monkey wrench into there. Not sure it was Timothy. All right, how about that? Timothy from the Bible. He probably would have known the Scriptures from a young age. I don't know if I would have called him a missionary. He was more of a pastor. But yeah, he was Paul's protege. And yeah. So thank you, Dave and Amy. Low temperature here has been, Marcia, are you serious with that? 64 degrees. 64 degrees. Here we all thought you and Joe were nice people, and you go throw 64 degrees in our face. We're not even going to get to 24 degrees in the next 2 weeks. So, yeah, you guys enjoy your shirt sleeves and your shorts down there, and I'm just going to be jealous while I'm sweeping off the beetle, hoping I don't get frostbite tonight. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, I agree, Marcia. Quit bragging. I got it. Love to have 64 degrees here in Ohio. Yeah, we would love that. And Matt Clements, they had no concept of right or wrong, like a child in a light socket. It's exactly right. Exactly right. And, if anybody would ever come into our house and tempt our children to stick their finger in a light socket, what would we do? We would throw that person out. and make that happen. If you see what God did to the serpent, made him grovel in the dust and all this stuff. I mean, that's what happens when somebody hurts your children. So, Matt, that was Joe. Well, Joe, you just keep your opinions to yourself, buddy. We all love you, and we just hope you get a sunburn or something. So, yeah. All right. Well, good. I kind of enjoy these open mic nights where we just kind of banter back and forth. I mean, it's always nice to have a topic, but I like interacting with you guys, and I appreciate what you put in here. Who was Abraham's second wife? That would have been Hagar, right? Hagar was the mother of Ishmael, and then she ended up getting sent away because Sarah was jealous. So, yeah, she wasn't around for too long before she got kicked out because of Sarah and wasn't sharing. Sarah and Isaac weren't sharing with Ishmael and Hagar. Do you need extra adults for movie night for youth? Yes. The answer to that would be yes. Yes. Actually, thank you, Val, for the permission to do a plug. I will go ahead and do that. Next Monday, as a number of you probably know, is President's Day. It's President's Day. And so they're out of school. So we're going to have a movie night here for the kids. We let them vote. And hold up a second. I got a visual aid. Parker made a clear rookie mistake as a youth pastor. Let them vote on what movie they wanted to watch. This is the movie they picked. So I went on eBay and paid $4 for this. I feel like it's $4 I'm never going to get back. And I'm going to be subjected to watching this on Sunday night. If any of you would like to have the honor and privilege of coming to watch Good Burger with me and hold my hand while I have that PTSD inspiring experience, that's what we're doing. So we're going to do that next Sunday night from 7 to 10. We're going to have some food and some things to do. And you're more than welcome. All of you are more than welcome to come join us and be part of the festivities, we'll say. We are working on hooking up the projector screen downstairs in the theater down in the children's area. So it's going to be a nice big screen and big sound. I tried to talk them into watching the Avengers. And they chose Good Burger instead because kids clearly do not know how to make decisions. So anyways, that's where we are. So next Sunday from 7 to 10, if you want to come out, hang out with some extremely cool kids. Really, we have great kids in our group. And watch this fantastic and theologically sound movie. That's what we're doing. So thank you, Val, for the chance to do a plug. Matt Dyer, 66 books in the Bible. Which has more books, the Old or New Testament? The Old Testament has 39. The New Testament has 27. So the Old Testament has more. What movie you watching with the youth? Yet again, I'm plugging Good Burger because that's the kind of quality entertainment you get here from Wayne Street. So I am in that movie. Oh, I am. It's like, Matt, you're in this movie? I am in that movie is funny. Okay. I thought you said I am in that movie. Sorry. I messed up there. Matt, you're welcome. And you may absolutely come set up cornhole. We would love for you to do that. And you are more than welcome to be a part of that. So yes. Yes, you may set up cornhole, and I would love for you to do that. Val says, I'll be there, and Seth will come to work. Perfect. Speaking of Avengers, do you still? I think there's more to that. Dave and Amy, no Keturah. All right, you got me on that one. I thought it was Hagar. It was Sarah and Hagar. I did not know there was a Keturah. You got me on that one. I did not know that one. So, thank you, Matt. Brenda Miller, have the Captain America cutting board. Yes, I use that Captain America cutting board literally every single day. Literally every single day. I'm a juicer, so I make vegetable juice. I make it every day. I have a Black & Decker juicer, and I use that. Captain America cutting board every day. literally, no lie, every day. In fact, I have over my sink, I have like a big rack that I put some of the dishes I use all the time. And on the side, there's a place for a cutting board. That Captain America cutting board is right there every day. So yes, Brenda, I literally do use it every day. In fact, I still have I have my Batman one with me here tonight, but I have the Captain America one that you gave me. And I don't use that one every day because I have this one, but I have been known to use a lot of Captain America too. So yes, I absolutely do use that literally every single day. So Crystal, great date night activity for Valentine's Day. Hey, Crystal, you and Bill are welcome. Come watch the movie with us. Here it is, friends. Good Burger. It's a PG rated Nickelodeon thing, and so that it's happening. I've never seen the movie, but when I saw it was a Nickelodeon made PG movie, I thought, and that's the one they voted for. I'm like, yes, it's going to happen. So there you go. Matt Clements, punctuation is important. That's right, man, because I had you cast in this movie. And if I found out Matt Clements was in Good Burger and no one ever told me, I was going to not be very happy. So, Brenda, Cody will be excited to hear that. Well, yeah, you tell him. I literally do use it every single day. I got a blue knife for my sister. She had a Pampered Chef party, and I cut up my vegetables. And in fact, I'm going to be doing that in probably 10 minutes after the live stream's over tonight. I'm going to go home and cut up my vegetables for tomorrow. So, you can know I'll be going home and use that Captain America cutting board. So, Matt Clements, what's the date? What is the date of movie night? This coming Sunday, which is what? The 14th. That's right. Valentine's Day. So, for whatever reason, you want to come and be with a bunch of middle school kids and watch Good Burger for your Valentine's Day date, I live to serve. So, you're welcome to come on out and be traumatized by Good Burger with me. And there we go. So it's this coming Sunday night, the 14th. So yeah, loved it. All welcome. More than merrier as far as I'm concerned. So good deal. All right. I got time for a couple more questions if you got any more. Yeah, I'm relying on you guys for content tonight since I didn't do my homework. Some of you who asked about the Bibles earlier, and I gave you the eBay links. I'm just curious. Were any of you able to go find the books I was talking about? Did those searches help? Who was asking? Brenda, you were asking. And Skylar, I know you were asking. So any of you who are looking for those books, I want to know, were you able to find them on eBay? If any of you are interested in getting them, I'll be happy to make sure I'll order them for you. Just tell me what you want. Matt Clements, I'll bring cornhole and a box of chocolates because life is like a box of chocolates. You always get that orange one nobody likes. At least that's my life. So, yeah. All right, cool. Let's see here. But yeah, for those of you who are asking about the books, I'm just curious if you were able to find them. And because I really enjoy the Bible that I have, the two Bibles I showed that I have. So if any of you want copies of the book, if you want a printed copy of the book, a lot of people signed up on the website with the link I gave you. So if you did that, I have it, so don't worry about it. But any of you who may want a printed copy of the book, and you're not going to be around between now and next Wednesday, meaning you're not going to be here Sunday, you're not going to be here next Wednesday, or be around anywhere to pick it up, let me know. I'll put those in the mail to you. But I want to get them there before. I want to get them in the mail tomorrow because the mail's really slow. And I want you to be able to have them. We lost the video, but still getting the chat. Marsha, am I back yet? I'm still connected. It says I'm still connected. Everybody else still got me? Well, Matt, thank you, my man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you had fun, and I'm glad it strengthened your faith, man. That's why we do this, and I hope you all will. Okay, good. All right, because Marsha, I'm not sure what's going on there. I hope you got me back. I hope I hope that you all will come for the study on the Apostle Peter, and hopefully we'll get a few more people out too to just be part of that. And once we get closer to the end of the study of Peter, then we'll talk about what we want to do over the summer, whether we want to take a break or if you want to continue having these, or maybe we'll take a break for the summer and then come back when the weather starts to turn to crap in the fall or in the winter. Just got to play that by ear. But as long as you guys are still enjoying these, I sure do enjoy doing this with you. And I really like these kinds where we talk a lot. Some of those ones where I just talk for half an hour straight, those are boring to me because I'm not that entertaining. But these kinds where we get to interact, I really enjoy this. My dream would be someday to I would love to have my own radio show where people call in and ask questions and stuff and talk. That would be my dream come true. That'd be my dream job. To be able to just have people call in with stuff and have conversation. I would just love that. So Cindy, you certainly are welcome. Thanks for being here, and thanks, Val. Glad you were in here too. I know we didn't have a whole lot of content tonight, but hey, we had a nice discussion together. You can find worse ways to spend a Wednesday evening, I hope. So, yes, you're welcome, Teresa. I enjoy these interactions too. So, all right. And I'm just very excited to have the book, the devotional written. I got to tell you, writing those devotionals is an emotionally draining experience. Trying to get those things out, because you think, well, you just put the scriptures down and you write a little bit about it, but it's not that easy to get the book formatted so all the pages hit right and all the dates match up and all that. Oh my word, it takes almost as much time to get the book formatted so everything lands on the right page than it does to actually write the content for it. So I got about 3 full days in putting that thing together, and so it's kind of this, when you got a big project at work or whatever, and you get to the end of it and you feel this kind of, well, that's what I'm feeling tonight, because I was feeling a lot of pressure to get that done. Usually I give myself a couple of months lead time so I don't have to crush them in at the last minute. Well, this one, I wasn't going to do anything. And all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, I am going to do something. I decided really late in the process. So I had to cram a lot to get that thing together. And now that it's getting proofread, Alina's working on proofreading it for me. And so should be just enough for me to upload it tomorrow and get copies sent out to all you good folks. So just excited. I hope, because since you guys will be reading just a little bit ahead of time, it should help the discussions. We should be able to do a lot more of this kind of format than the Tim lectures us for 45 minutes format, because it should be a lot of fun. So, Graham, Teresa, I'm glad you enjoy the interaction. Brenda, I'm glad you enjoy the way it's set up. I do too. I like this way better. Thank you, Amy. Please give me a thumbs up. It helps the church's YouTube channel, the YouTube algorithm, be a little kinder to our YouTube channel if you would give me a like. So I would appreciate that. And thanks, Eric. I'm glad you enjoyed the discussion. Thanks, Dave and Amy, the only person who stumped me tonight of a name I'd never heard of. You are certainly welcome, Brenda. Sweet dreams, Amy. Thank you. Wonder if we could send up some last-minute prayers for the Bird family. We recently found out our family pup has a tumor and some health issues. Hope for the best for sick dogs. Man, that's the worst. Yeah, we'll pray for the Bird family. Everybody pray for the Bird family and their dog. Oh, got it. And yes, Teresa, answer prayer. Not only your prayer, but also mine. Looking forward to it, Eric, and I certainly am too. Thank you again for a great Wednesday night. You're welcome, Skylar. And next week will be Ash Wednesday. Again, you all are welcome to join us here live at 7:00. And if you want to hang around, I think I'm not going to commit to this fully, but my plan is we'll have the live stream happen from the sanctuary. This live stream happen from the sanctuary. So if you want to stay and be a part of the introduction to Peter and have that be live as well, you're welcome to do that. Marcia, really enjoyed this tonight. Hope we do it again soon, Joe and Marcia. Yep, well, we'll do it next week. And like I said, the Peter devotional will allow us to do a lot more discussion than just me talking to you forever. Glad you enjoyed it, Cindy. Thank you. Yes, Teresa, prayers for the bird's dog. The bird's dog. Sorry, yes. Okay, got a lot of prayers going up. Exactly. What time on Sunday? Time on Sunday. The movie on Sunday will be from 7 to 10. So we're going to start at 7. We're going to gather at 7. I'm not saying the movie's going to start right at 7 because we'll have some, can't watch a movie without snacks. Come on, guys. But yeah, so we'll have some snacks and we'll have some good time. So yeah, so be here at 7. We'll play cornhole. We'll have Matt give us all a free cornhole lesson because we know that he is the master. Actually, did you know that one time playing cornhole that Matt sized it up and he actually threw the cornhole bag the opposite direction completely around the planet and swish, hole in one. It was the most amazing shot I ever saw by throwing it backwards, actually over his head. He didn't even look. He threw it that way and went completely around the world and bam, right in that cornhole. It was amazing. So if you all want to come by and watch Matt do that, if he feels inspired, he may try it, but just know it was an incredible sight to behold that he was able to throw that cornhole bag completely around the planet and hit it from the opposite direction. It was incredible. So just know that's the kind of Olympic class cornhole player that Matt is. And, I wouldn't challenge him if it was me. So, yeah. Any update on Gracie? Thank you, Cheryl. Crystal, do we know anything else about Gracie? If there's anything here in the last minute, we're going to be here. Crystal, if you can tell us about Gracie, would like to know, because that was for those of you who don't know, she has some inflammation in her leg, yet no white blood cells or anything else going on. It's just inflammation. They don't know if she's been injured and didn't realize it or having some kind of problem going on, but she's having tremendous pain in her legs. It's waking her up at night and stuff like that. So Cheryl or Crystal, if there's any update on Gracie. Gracie's home, but we'll need further testing and follow up with the doctors. So going to be more tests, which is, the answer everybody just loves. But keep Gracie in your prayers. That's just a tough situation. Thank you, Teresa. Glad you're here tonight, and appreciate all of you. Thank you, Cindy Kaywood. Appreciate you guys coming out. Hey, this was fun. I wasn't sure what we were going to do when I realized I wasn't going to get the chapters read. I wasn't sure what we were going to do, but this was fun. I enjoyed myself. I love being interactive more than just me talking the whole time, because I bore myself. So, all right, everybody. Well, I think we have come to that time of the evening where we bid each other farewell. Thank you all. You guys honor me by being here. If you haven't guessed yet, I'm really looking forward to looking at the Apostle Peter with you guys next week. If by the end of tomorrow, you folks who have requested a digital copy of the devotional, if by the end of tomorrow or by Friday morning, if you have not heard from me or got an email from me, please send me an email. My email is really easy. Pastor Tim Benjamin, no spaces, pastortimbenjamin@gmail.com. Email me and tell me to send you the link, or go to the website and get it yourself, because that's where it's going to go. But if you haven't heard from me by late tomorrow afternoon, please contact me, because I want you all to have the book. So it'll be fun. So, all right. Yes, Matt. So, guys, hey, thanks, Tina and Mike. Thanks, Cheryl. Guys, thanks, Eric. I love you all very much. I hope you all have a great evening. Go get a good night's sleep. But before you do that, you know what you got to do now, and that is go wash them hands.